Dragons in the skies, fire from the boughs, wisdom flowing fast, ancient temples bow, mountains echo tales, ancestors crying loud, heroes of the past, legends worn proud. On golden silk roads, history unfolds, mystics in the night, secrets they hold. Great walls shadow long, warriors in rows, in the courtyard's light, a lotus flower grows. Orchids in the wind, laughter from the light, truth within the sand, cities bathed in might. Tigers leap through time, rivers serpentine, harmony and chaos living by design. Phoenix rise anew, feathers burning blue, forest whisper soft, mind open and true. Scrolls of hidden art, sages they confide, seeking of the jade, time won't divide. Battles lost and won, emperors do reign, people marching on, dreams still remain. Peasant to the king, stories intertwined, every single soul walking a fine line. Orchids in the wind, laughter from the light, truth within the sand, cities bathed in might. Tigers leap through time, rivers serpentine, harmony and chaos living by design.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I am the dust at the feet of God's servants. Only God is special. Welcome back. Hope you guys are having an amazing Friday. It's Friday. Friday for those young'uns, for the young'uns, you know. But Friday, yes. Hope you guys had a good Friday, whatever you were doing. Weather here wasn't too great, but it was still nice. It wasn't cold. It was a little bit sunny, but a little bit cloudy. A bit more cloudy than sunny. But it's good. It's still good. Still a good day. Hope you guys managed to have a good day, whatever you were doing, wherever you are in the world. As you can see, tonight is a chill stream. A late, last minute, late night, chill in the garden. We're chilling in the garden tonight. I think I did give a topic to the stream. Contemplation, yes. So just contemplating in the night garden. Just thinking about life. Just appreciating it. Every single moment and every single thing in life. Well, obviously you can't do every single thing in life or every single moment in like an hour live stream, but appreciating all of it. Appreciating all of it, meanings the past for the present, the future for what has got to come. So that's all of time sorted out. Cool, tick. Then there's everything in creation that gives us life, that gives us joy, that gives us anger, that gives us pain. All of it plays a part, and gotta appreciate all of it, even if we don't like it. Sometimes even if we don't like it, we still gotta appreciate it, because it's teaching us something about ourselves, something we don't know yet, you know, whether it be versatility, adaptability, tenacity, herbal tea. That's my little dad joke. That's my dad joke for the evening. But yeah, we got to be thankful for everything that's going on. You know, the truth, love, compassion, contentment. This part is contentment and humility, and then also hope, because you got to have hope for the future. That it's, if anything is going bad, it's only temporary. That you always got the highs to come. If you are on a high, if you're having a great day, if everything's been going sweet, everything's smooth, have some humility, and just think that, hey, everything's going great. I appreciate it. It's not down to me. It's thanks to the big man upstairs. He's the one who's hooked up the day for me today. So just contemplating in the garden on life, the garden of life on life, the garden of life on life. We're discussing the garden of life. No, we're contemplating in the garden of life on life. There we go. Got there in the end. It is what it is. Okay, chat is dead today, so that's all good. That's easy. That means that I can just chill out and talk my shit without having to worry about chat so much, which feels refreshing. I am not gonna lie, it does feel refreshing. I appreciate you guys always being in the chat and supporting and whatnot, but it is always refreshing when I'm just like, okay, whew, I could just not focus on the chat for a minute and not keep an eye on what everyone's saying. Sometimes it's good, because obviously you guys give me heads up and say, hey, there's audio issues or stuttering, or as Dee says, what does she say? She says, not stuttering, she says something else. Spamming. Anyway, I think it's spamming, I can't remember. But yeah, it's nice to actually just be able to talk for once, because it's been a while since I've been able to just talk and be in my little flow state. Because normally I'm just usually keeping an eye on the chat, making sure that it's an interesting conversation, and if there's any input from you guys, that we're able to go backwards and forwards. Sometimes I do go onto a little tangent and then come back to the chat, but yeah, I can see some ninjas in the background. Do me a favor, don't drop any messages. Don't drop any messages, okay? Please. Let me just keep it going. Keep the night stream chill. Let me just contemplate on life with you. You know, it'll be nice to have your input, honestly, like I always say, but it's nice to just go on a little riff as I used to do. I miss my old streams. My old streams were good. Not that they changed much, but like I said, in regards to the content-wise, it's been the same. It's always truth, love, compassion, contentment, humility, and hope. Stories-wise, it has evolved a little bit. I told more stories back then, not so many stories nowadays, mainly because trying to protect the innocent. When you're trying to protect the innocent, you got to be a bit more careful on the stories you tell. But back then I told a lot more stories. I could tell more stories now, actually. I can still tell stories. I have got a million and one different stories of life, different things. So most of them I've forgotten. This is the great thing. Sometimes I'm start telling a story and I'm remembering it as if it just happened, because it happened so long ago. I forgot about it, and as I start telling the story, I'm remembering it again and going, oh yeah, that happened and that happened. I love that about myself. I have to say, I love that about myself. It's that I think it's from that condition I have called aphantasia, where my mind's eye is blind. So once again, this is that whole contemplation of life and being thankful for everything. Like, even though my mind's eye is blind and I can't picture anything, it could be seen as, like I sometimes call it, my gift and my curse. Sometimes it could be seen as a curse, because you're like, oh no, you can't imagine anything, so it's a lot harder to be creative. It's a lot harder to do maths in the top of your head. Like, with some people can see the numbers and add it up like that. With me, it's just like I have to logically go, all right, 50 plus 60, all right, 50 plus 50 is 100, plus the 10 from the 60 is 110. I have to do it in a logical process rather than in the, okay, so this is 50, then there's 60, and then that would equal 110. I have to go 50, 50 plus the 10. There we go. Because that's the way my brain works. It's a bit weird, but I love it. So that's what I mean. Like, even though I have this condition, which it's kind of like having one of my hands tied behind my back. It's like having one of my hands tied behind my back when it comes to being able to be visual, being able to be artistic. Because a lot of the things I draw, I'll show you something. I'll show you some stuffs I've done in the past. It's over here. Shh. So loud, isn't it? So loud. So inconsiderate, this mic. I'm gonna call you Mike. Oh, talking about calling him Mike. Found a frog today. Really big one as well. Really big one. I decided to call him Sir Jumps a Lot. So yeah, had a bit of fun. 1 second. Hey. So yeah. So this is a picture I did when I was about 16, 17. It took me about 6-7 hours, but it's something I did when I was 16, 17, and this was I did at the same time as well. This one was a bit more sketchy. This one was a lot quicker, but both of these pictures I copied a picture. So it was already a picture that existed, and I wasn't tracing. It was on the computer screen, and I was using pen and paper, or pencil and paper, and using pencil and paper, I was able to draw it. And they're not exactly They're not exactly the same as the way it was on screen, but it's fairly accurate and a very good representation, if I do say so myself. Here's another picture, actually. This should give a better example. But this is my old electric guitar. This is my old electric guitar that I was trying to draw. So if I'm looking at something, I get really good at drawing it because I'm picking up on all the details. But if I was to use my mind's eye, which is blind, unfortunately, I don't see anything. So I don't know what I'm drawing until it's there on paper, until it's right there in front of me. Like, oh, okay, that's what I'm drawing. So for me, as a kid, I could have seen that as a, even though I didn't know that aphantasia was a thing when I was a kid. They only kind of confirmed it was a thing when I was in my late teens. They confirmed it was something. Let me see if I've got any other pictures here. Oh. This is Reptar from Rugrats. For those that know. Yeah, so that one obviously, as you can see, is really well done because I was focusing on the actual picture rather than making it up off the top of my head. But I'm trying to see if I can find a picture that I've done off the top of my head, but I can't see one. I'll leave that there. There we go. Here's some random crap I've drawn. I was trying to figure out different art styles, so there's a Mr. Meditation Man. There's some kind of little Pokemon type thing. There's some sunglasses, a sofa. Not sure what this thing is here. That might be a purse or a wallet or something. Then we've got a little building, a little cyber duck. Some random dude with big ass eyes and a weird ass nose. This one I was trying to work on my perspective, my 3/4 perspective. But the big issue is that I don't know what I'm drawing. Like, in all these situations, I had no idea what I was doing until I was, well, except for maybe these cartoon things here. Except these things at the bottom here, I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to draw. But with these, it was just like, go with the flow, and just see what comes up. Which, like I said, it's a gift and a curse because sometimes I'm trying to draw something in particular. Like, this little thing. Oh shit, that's funny. I just found some cartoons I made years ago. Alright, let's see if we can just share this bit. So on this one here, it's like the right wing, the left wing, and then that's the bird. It's crashed into a wall. Oh god, I'm funny. I am hilarious sometimes. Yeah, I need to make these into actual comics or something. I need to do something with these. Anyway, maybe one day. We'll see what happens with life. Go with the flow. Trust God's plan. But yeah, the reason I started doing all of that weird drawing stuff is to say that where I wasn't able to see what I was drawing until it was on paper, I could have been like, do you know what, there's no point me learning to draw, there's no point me drawing anything because I can't draw what I want to draw, you know? But then it was more like, actually, maybe I am drawing exactly what I want to draw because I'm going with the feeling, I'm going with the flow, rather than actually focusing on, oh, I need this line right here and then this line here, because that picture like of the guitar and stuff, very accurate, very precise, very pretty, but it's just a 2D representation or something that's in 3D. There's no imagination involved in just looking at something and drawing it, you know. So that's why I'm kind of like blessed in that regard, because as much as I'd like to visualize, I think sometimes it would be a bit of a hindrance in that regard, in being more creative, you know, just going with the flow and seeing where it takes me. And I think I've kind of like translated that into my life as well. As I tell you guys, I try and go with the flow as much as I can, learning as much as I can along the way, but not fighting against the current sometimes, you know. Sometimes you got to swim, sometimes you got to let go. Swim, let go, swim, let go, and try and keep that balance, the balance of life. The balance of life. Oh no! I mean, oh yeah, great. We got some comments. I knew I shouldn't have checked. I knew I shouldn't have checked. As soon as I knew if I check, I'm gonna see some comments there. And like I said, I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate all the support and everything you guys do. But sometimes it's just nice to just go off into my flow state and just forget anyone else is even here. So yeah, Dee says awesome drawing. Thank you. Welcome back, Dee. Dee says I got a Melody Maker electric guitar. Need to take more lessons. I've got an acoustic guitar now. I sold my electric guitar years ago. I've got an acoustic. I need more lessons on that as well, or more practice even. I kind of know the gist of it. It's more about getting comfortable with changing chords. Well, I can change chords like. That's a G. That's a C. That's a bad D, and it's slightly out of tune. That's an A. That's an E. That's an E minor. So yeah, I know the chords. It's just about getting better at moving between them, so that I can actually play songs better and that sound more melodic. But that comes with practice, like everything in life. It comes with practice. Maybe one day, if it's supposed to happen, it will happen. Not saying that it will just happen by itself. It will happen when I've got the right time. Right now, obviously, I'm trying to sort out this YouTube thing, trying to find work, trying to sort out my garden still at the same time. I'm trying to do a few different projects at the same time, and solo dolo. Running life solo. So it is what it is. So when I get a chance to be a bit more playful and have fun, that's when I'll get to play the guitar a bit more. Well, I'm being playful and having fun in everything I do, but in those more creative things, the creative projects, I want to do a lot more of those in the future. D says yes, just drawing and see where it goes. Yes. D says will come in. A bird looks like branch tree too. No, the bird looked good. It was the cracks. So the bird was basically, the idea was that it's the way that they kind of show politics. Is like they go to the right wing and go, look how cool the right wing looks. Look at the left wing. Oh my god, look how cool it looks. Because they zoom in on the particular part they want to show you. In regards to politics, look at the great right wing. Look at the great left wing, and then you're like, oh wow, yeah, each side is great. You know, they've got this option and this option and this option. But when you zoom out and look at the bird's actually just crashed into a wall, and they're just zooming into the wings. While you zoom out, you see the cracks in the wall of where it's hit the wall so hard. Yeah, it is one of my jokes. I've got another one there as well about an elephant, but I'm going to turn that into a meme, maybe. Oh, well, I'll try and draw it into a cartoon and see if I could turn that into anything. But Marsh, welcome back, says, don't worry about the finished product. The act of creating art is absolutely cathartic and healing. Yes, no, for sure. That a lot of my artwork is literally, well, I don't want to say it's unfinished. It's just ideas. It's just sketches. It's not anything about just making this thing like I did with the guitar or the other picture. I did spend a lot of time, and it was about just completing the project, and I completed the project. But for me, there was no there's some satisfaction in going, oh, look how well I kind of drew this thing that someone else has drawn. There's a little bit of satisfaction in that, because you're like, okay, cool, I have got the understanding and the skills to emulate such work. However, it's more about the being creative and making something original, making something that I've not seen before, making something that I'm not copying of real life or of other people. I think that's where the real joy comes from when you're creating, creating something that not that you want to be the first to create, but just creating something that comes from the soul. Something that comes from the soul rather than from external factors that are influencing you. Although there will always be an aspect of that somewhat, but even then, you could always try and make it your own. D says, hello to Bilmarsh. Bilmarsh says hi. D say, drop the link for Praising Frequencies, music channel right there, guys, if you want to go check out the music channel. And while I'm saying that, you might as well hit the like button. Like button is right there. No, actually, it's down here today. Over there. Right there, guys. Hit the like button while you're here. Ninjas, lovers, haters, commenters, all of ya. D says, yes, I keep acoustic out at all time. The Gibson Melody Maker Sunburst color, don't bring out, was passed down to me. Oh yeah, if it's something that's sentimental, yeah, it's sentimental reasons. You want to keep that around, and you probably want to pass it down to your kids or their kids or whatever. You want to pass that down as well. Whereas my one's just a crappy old one. It's just one of those generic ones. Well, it's not crappy. It's just a generic one, meaning that it's not a collectible or anything not hand me down, but inherited item or anything like that. D says yes, keep the practice up. D says gotcha. Politics bird. Yes, yeah, it was a politics bird. That's what it was. It was a left wing, right wing, and then the bird is. It's just to say that like the government makes it look like, oh, look how amazing the right wing is, look how amazing the left wing is, and it's like, no, the bird's already hit the wall. There's nothing that the government can do to make politics interesting or say that it's going to save us. The bird's already hit the wall. It's just waiting for the people to zoom out of the wings that they're on. Like the conservatives to step away from the conservative side and look at the bigger picture for a second. And then they go, oh, okay, shit, yeah, we have fucked ourselves over. We have just hit a massive wall. We do need to do something different because obviously this isn't going to work. This does not work. We've seen it not work. It's slammed into the damn wall. But, yeah, we'll see what we could do with that. I'll probably make that into a little comic strip or something at some point too. These days, BibleBot can't forget script for today. Yeah, you can't. You got to do at least one. She says, Isaiah 26:4. Isaiah 26:4. Trust ye in the Lord forever. For in the Lord Jehovah is everlasting strength. And he says, I sketched you, Didi, put with my other sketches. Looks like a Les Paul melody maker. Pretty. Yeah, it's nice. I'm surprised that you sketched me. Send me an email. Send me the email. I would love to see it. That sounds kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I did not expect that. Thank you. Yeah, send me an email. I'd love to see it. Yeah, if anyone else is good at art or likes to draw, you don't have to be good at it. Just about liking doing it and having a go. Why don't we do an art project? Let's do a project on... Let's do a project on... Let's do it on. I see, this is the thing. I'm thinking of a subject, but I'm trying not to say any particular subject because I don't want to narrow it down too much. I want it to be a bit more flowy. I want it to be a bit more creativity. Let's just... I'll do a generic term. Let's say... life. Okay? Life is the... I want to say context. Life is the title. Life is the broad, overarching. English hard today. Life is the topic. There we go. Finally got there. Thank you. Life is the topic. So I want you guys to go away, do some art, draw something, paint something, whatever you feel like doing on the topic of life. And I'd love to see it. And I'll be happy to share them on stream as well. We could go through each one as well and look at each particular one. I think that'd be kind of fun to do. And I'd actually enjoy doing that as well. So I'm going to do a picture tomorrow. I'll do a picture tomorrow for life. But you guys, if you want to jump in and do one as well, please go ahead and then drop it to me in the email. D says, don't have no pics loaded on a new computer. No worries, that's no stress. Send it when you can send it. If you can send it, it's no stress either way. It's just, I thought it'd be interesting to see. I did a picture once. It was so bad. So bad. Could have been so much better. Could have done so much better, but yeah. Sometimes you don't want to rush pictures. Don't rush your drawings, okay? Don't rush them. Just take your time, finish them when you can finish them. And then send them over if you want to send them over. But yes, back to the contemplation in the garden. Back to my flow. The flow zone. Let's get to the flow zone, guys. Let's get to the flow zone. So, yeah, getting distracted. The flow zone. The flow zone, so close but so far. No, I'm in the flow zone. It's just I get distracted very easily sometimes. Well, that's not very easily. I'm just wondering how to fix. Oh wait, if I do this, what's that? Kind of fixed it. It's kind of moved it over there. Let's do that. Nope, that's messed it up. Let's do that. There we go. Ugh, no, it's horrible. I'll probably need to get more lighting in the future. It is what it is. Let's get comfortable since we're in the garden. Let's just keep it calm, cash. So, while we're sitting here in the garden, enjoying the fresh air on this late evening, where the fireflies are out, the moon is out, not a single cloud in the sky, the wind rustling at the leaves. One damn mosquito just constantly flying around. But it's not trying to bite anyone. It's just hanging around for the conversation. Comes and lands and sits there and just listens to the conversation in the garden. So even the mosquitoes are friendly here. And just appreciating life. Before we go back into battle. You know. Because life isn't going to be easy all the time. And sitting in the garden is great to appreciate life. It's great to take a second to remember why it is that you do what you do. But you don't live in the garden. The garden is the place you come for to get away from life. Real life. You know what people call real life? The matrix, the fake life. You leave the fake life to go into real life, which is the garden. But then sometimes you got to go back from the garden back into the fake life, back into the matrix. So hopefully, I don't know if that's the right word. It's just I have hope about everything. Hopefully the trip back into the matrix is going to be a fun one too. Be a bit fun too. But yeah. Enjoy the garden while you can. It's peaceful. It's lovely. It's where we could be us, you know, where we can just be you and you could just relax and you could fart, you could pick your nose. No one's going to care. You know, as long as you don't flick it towards me. Then I'll be flicking it back. But yeah. Enjoy the garden, guys, because the peace is nice, but you gotta have struggle in life. You gotta have struggle too, because that's where the growth happens. That's where the real growth happens. That's where the real appreciation comes from. You know, if you're being handed everything in life, it's not easy. It's not fun. It's not a challenge. You want that challenge in life. Hence why the truth, love, compassion, contentment, humility, and hope is a freaking challenge. That's why I say it's not for the light-hearted. It's not for those who are weak of mind. This is like so damn hard. You know, even I'm gonna give an example, but I don't want to give this example, but I'm gonna give it anyway because fuck you guys, not you guys here, but the guys I'm about to give as an example. Yesterday I popped over onto Big Nose's stream just to see if it was an interesting conversation, and wouldn't you know it, they were talking about me and this channel. They just can't keep me out of their mouth. It's funny, it's hilarious. They were talking about this channel, and they were talking about me, and they were talking about some of you guys on here and stuff. But one of the things they mentioned about me was, oh, the man, he was supposed to go to a medical and he didn't or something, and now he's probably got drugs in his system, and that's why he's trying to avoid it. And I was like, no, bro. You've gone off on one. You've gone off on one, okay? You're just assuming things. You're making things up. As he would like to say, where is your proof? Where is your proof? You know? But the reason I bring this up is just to say that life keeps moving. Life keeps moving. And as much as I enjoy the garden of peace and relaxing and not taking things too seriously, I still don't want to take things too seriously, even in the real world or the Matrix. But I gotta have some fun. And I do have some fun when I do put some of these guys on check. Not that I want to put them on check, but it's just fun, you know, the whole spiritual warfare situation. I don't want to do spiritual warfare, but when people are playing spiritual warfare, I'm like, okay, fine, let's play this game, you know. I'd rather play a different game, but let's play this game. Let's play together, you know. Let's play teamwork. Let's play teamwork, guys. No? Okay, fine. D says, I come to the garden alone while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear on my ear, the Son of God disclosing, and he walks with me and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his. That's beautiful. Was that a poem, or did you write that yourself? Oh, yeah, you dropped a message, background music, DD, for garden. That would have been awesome, actually. That's a good idea. Alright, let's I know that just the music I want to put on as well. It's just chill Zen music. You know, because it's the garden of peace. For now. Although the drums of war, I can hear them on the horizon. I can hear the drums of war. They're a-coming. They're a-coming. Do. There we go. There we go, guys. We're chilling in the garden. I think this is perfect to just go to sleep to now as well. So I'm putting everyone to sleep in this garden, aren't I? Fuck this garden. Fuck the garden. Let's burn the garden to the ground. I'm not putting people to sleep. I am not going to sleep myself. Let's wake the fuck up, okay? Let's wake up. Let's not go to sleep in the garden. Let's get the war drums out. Let's get the war drums out. I want the war drums. Here we go. Get the drums out. Let's get the drums out, guys. Who we gonna go to war with? Who we gonna go to war with? Oh, you can't see the video. Here comes the drums. It's the war drums, baby. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Right, yeah, I'm kind of... The garden's been nice. The garden's been nice, but a time and a place and a season for everything. A time and a place and a season for everything. I think it's time I move back out of the garden. I don't know. I think it's time to get back out of the garden. The garden's nice. The garden's nice, but... Yeah, there's no real adventure in the garden. It's fun to play, but you don't want to play alone. You don't want to play in the garden alone. So, yeah, time for an adventure, I guess. Time for an adventure. Where shall we go, guys? Who shall we adventure with? I did have some ideas, actually, earlier, because this is something that's already been playing on my mind. It was something I was already going to do. It's just, I decided to do it early. I was going to do it on the next stream, but I decided to do it on this stream. So... yes, it's time to go to war. I've got a few different ideas of things I need to do in regards to this. It's time for revolution. Viva la revolution. We need change. We need change. And I'm falling asleep in the garden. I'm falling asleep and I don't want to fall asleep. You know, I like life. I like enjoying life. I want you guys to enjoy life. Let's have fun, okay? Let's have a bit of fun. So, Big Nose, come at me, bruh. Chris, come at me, bruh. And watch, they're not going to come at me. They're not going to come at me. D says, get your head out of the sand, DD. A rebel without a cause, are we, DD? No, there is a cause. There is a cause. It's just the same cause as it's always been. It's that life is meant to be lived. I am a rebel against the same old shit. I'm a rebel against falling asleep. Like, don't get me wrong, I love sleep like the rest of you. I love a good dream. But I need the blood flowing. I need to feel alive. I can't feel alive in this garden of peace. It's nice. It's nice. But this was just for you guys. Honestly, this garden of peace was just for you guys. Just to know that it's possible. Just to know that, hey, you know what? If we want peace, it's up to us to achieve it. That's what this was for. It was just for you guys. I'd like peace, but I like the struggle of life. I'm a bit weird like that. I gotta have fun. I gotta have fun. And like I said, for me, having fun is more than just sitting in peace all the time. It's nice. It's nice. Peace is great. Peace is lovely. But gotta have some fun. Gotta have some fun. Gotta feel alive. Gotta feel a heartbeat. He says there was a Lou over at Chris's channel taking and slandering Simon, Damien, and Biz, and they said it was Lou or Nose. So sad they're breaking their own rules. Okay. So Lou or Nose? No, not Heartbeat of America. Not America. America. Fuck yeah. No, not America. My own damn country. I'm gonna do things my way. My way or the highway. Which is always gonna be with truth, love, compassion, contentment, humility, and hope, but it would be me having fun my way. Fighting for what I believe in, which is truth, love, compassion, contentment, humility, and hope. Gotta have some fun. Gotta have some fun. Yeah, no, not the Heartbeat of America, but let's see what this is. So there was a Lou over at Chris's channel talking, slandering Simon, Damien, and Biz, and they said it was Lou or Nose. So sad. So they're pretending to be this character called Lou, and they're over there taking the piss out of them. Oh well. Oh well. Like I just said, Big Nose was saying how I was purposely trying to avoid my medical, which is a lie. It is what it is. Just call it out and leave it alone. It is what it is. But Big Nose. I want to ask you something, Mr. Big Nose. Whenever you used to ask people a question, you used to ask people this question about how God knows everything and God allows everything to happen. It was your free will argument. And it always scared me that this was the example you used. And it just scares me to even ask this question, because I really don't want to know the truth if it is true. Because if it is true, I'm going to break your neck. But every time you used to use this example was that if you were raping a child and someone else was walking by and did nothing, is Allah making them do nothing? That was your example. And I fucking hate that you always use that example, because I really hope it's not true. Because like I said, if it is, I will break your neck. I'll do my time. Yeah, I need to know. Why the hell do you keep using that damn fucking thingy? So many times people I've spoken to you and they've said, can you use a different example? And you've gone, no, I'm going to use this example. And I don't like it. What the fuck's going on there, bro? Yeah, I smoke drugs every once in a fucking while. That boo-hoo. What the fuck's going on in your head? What the fuck have you been doing in life? It fucking scares the shit out of me, because, like I said, if it's true, I will break your fucking neck. Anyway, sorry, got a little bit sidetracked there. It's just something that's been on my mind for a while, but I've been trying to put it off because I really didn't want to start wars, but the drums have started beating. The drums have started beating. The drums are beating, bro. The drums are beating. Oh, fuck this shit. Fuck that. Like, honestly, like, I've just had hope that, you know, is me reading into things, but now I'm just like, do you know what? What the fuck's going on in your head? There's so much projection. I've seen so much projection, and with you using that as an example. That's why when these guys were saying that, oh, you were ex-BBC and all this other stuff, it worried me, because I was like, shit. Did he know fucking, what's his name? Jimmy Savile? Was he mates with Jimmy Savile? Is that what's going on here? So, what the fuck's going on, Big Nose? Who the fuck are you? Anyway, like I said, the drums are going. The drums are going. I'm gonna have to end this stream because we're definitely not in the garden anymore. D says, my country, I love my country, 'tis of the sweet land of liberty. Okay, yeah, that's the anthem, isn't it? D says, yes, Lou sounded like one of them, and just sad they can't move on. It's sad they can't move on, but do you know what? Like I said, I think they've got more serious issues. I think there's more serious issues than I let on earlier. I let on the issues that I thought were on the surface that they could kind of reflect on and kind of fix. But now I'm going to have to reflect the deeper, darker parts of themselves that they're refusing to look at. Because why the fuck are you bringing that example up all the fucking time? Back when I used to watch your channel, I don't know if you still bring it up now because you hardly have any guests on. So it was something you would typically ask your guests, Muslim guests especially, when they would say free will or something. Or determination. You know, or Allah tests people, you know. Then you'd bring that example up. But it's something that you're going to need to reflect on, because I need to know the answers. I need to know the truth, because otherwise you need your neck broken, bro. You're going to need your neck broken if it's true. If you have been fucking around doing stupid, crazy shit like that. I ain't having it. I ain't having it. Not on my crew. Not on my ship. Not on my ship, bruh. It's about time that we cleaned up our acts on this ship. Truth, love, compassion, contentment, humility, and hope. Still freedom of speech. Still freedom of speech, you know, you can still have fun. But not that kind of weirdness fun. Not that kind of shit where you kind of have to bring up examples that are so fucked up. So fucked up. That it makes the people listening cringe. It's such a bad example. And you love using that example because there's something twisted in your head. There's something twisted in your head. It's probably why you have to wear that mask. Anyways. Yeah. There's a lot that I don't say. And a lot of things that I need to kind of like... Because when I first heard Big Nose use that example, I was like, okay, cool. It's just a one-off kind of thing. It's the first thing that came into his head. Whatever. It's just an example. But then I heard him use it again and again and again and again. And that's when I was just like, no, this guy, seriously, what is going on here? Why is he bringing this up every single time? Because I know if I come up with an example of something, I will try and tend to relate it to either my life or the people around me. You know, if I'm talking about something about, hey, you guys, you might be having trouble in life with money, friendship, love, and these are things that I struggle with: money, friendship, and love. You know, that's why I use those as examples. It's the first thing that come into my head. You know, if you are currently going through car troubles, you might say, "Oh, I might be if I was recently had car troubles, I'll be sitting here going, oh, you know, guys, you might be going through issues like, I don't know, broken down cars, being fired from work, or family constantly irritating you, or whatever was bothering me. I typically would use that as an example because it's the nearest thing to me. It's the first thing that I could think of when I'm trying to explain something to you guys. So I understand how the human mind works. So when he is sitting there and he's bringing when he's bringing up an idea that he's doing something to a kid and someone's walking by, I'm just like, where the fuck is this coming from? Where the fuck is this coming from? And this is why I've been trying to say truth, love, compassion, contentment, humility, hope to him, because I've been hoping that I'm wrong and I'm just reading into it for no reason. But after some people have said certain things on the streams, I'm worried. You know, ex-BBC, someone said that he was messing around with someone in the park, doing something to people. They keep kind of making these insinuations about him, and I'm like, where the hell is all this coming from? Where is all of this coming from? I don't know half these stories of why they're saying what they're saying, but it highlights something that I was very worried about in regards to him. I hoped I was wrong. I still hope I'm wrong. But projection, very strong with this guy. And like I said, I know the way the human mind works. And the first example he thought of in that situation was him doing it to someone. Which, yeah, the fucking drums are coming out, man. Honestly, you guys have been playing games for way too long. It's time to clean up your fucking acts. And if you won't clean it up, I'll clean it up for you. D says, I believe that Simon, Cat, and Biz and Ravioli made their channel, and you and Chris and Lou and the Nose got angry. So what? I believe that Simon, Cat, and Biz and Ravioli made their channel, and you and Chris and Lou and Nose has got angry. Oh, okay. You're saying that we made their channel what it is. No. They made their channel what it is. I'm not going to take credit for that. They made their own channel up. They had their own kind of style. They had their own content. And as I'm not going to take any credit for their channel going up, I'm not going to take any credit for the channel going down. It was all them, up and down. That was them. Nobody else but themselves. You know, don't give credit to anyone else for them going up or down. It's all on them. It's their channel. They did exactly what they did. D says, yeah, bad example, not good. Yeah, I don't know why he keeps using that example. And he was so proud of that example. He'd sit there laughing and saying that example. And yeah, I tried to put it in the back of my mind and go, do you know what? You're probably wrong. Don't read too much into it. It's probably something he just says to kind of shock. But from everything else I've seen, no, it's always projection with him. It's always projection. Catherine says, welcome back. Catherine says, Gossy Lou was lieutenant, and I think she does really like Chris. It's no stopping her from going any further with him. Maybe love will be rekindled between them. We need a happy ending, don't we? That would be nice. A happy ending for someone. Yes, Catherine, she is not supposed to go there according to their rules. I don't think anyone's supposed to go there. But to be honest, Chris is a bit of a nutcase as well. Chris is a nutter who seems to be wanting to teach the world stuff, but he doesn't know what he believes himself, and then he claims that no one else knows. Oh, he's just another situation as well, though. He's another situation. I'm not gonna lie though, he does seem to be changing, but I think it's outwardly changing. I don't think the inwardly changing is really being, he's cleaning on the outside, he's making the appearance look better. Chris is at least polishing the way he's trying to do what he's doing. But I don't think he's cleaning the inside, which is a shame, because it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, it's life. I'm not going to be with the drums of war. I'm not going to be focusing on these guys. They're chump change. They're not that important in the grand scheme of things. I'm going to be looking at the news more often. I'm going to be looking at what's going on in the world. So this is what I was thinking about earlier before I came on stream. I wasn't meant to announce any of this today. I was actually planning on maybe doing a stream tomorrow to announce a little break and then come back to it, but it's up to the big guy. I guess I'm telling them now. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot more political stuff, a lot more worldview stuff, and I'm going to get more involved in the bullshittery of life, just to see if we can sort shit out a little bit, or if not sort it out, fuck it up a little bit more. Just see what happens, just see what happens. Life happens sometimes. Life can happen. And as I say, sometimes I can have the Midas touch, or I could have the touch of chaos. So we'll see what happens. I think with people who want change and are excited for change, it could be like the Midas touch. But when it comes to people who are stuck in the old ways of lust, anger, greed, attachment, pride, and envy, or not envy, fear, it'd be like chaos. For them, it'd be chaos. For the rest, it should be a good move. It should be good. Like I say, guys, the righteous pirate. I'm a righteous pirate. And on that note, let's play the righteous pirate.
Hey, I sail through the storm with me compass on truth, seeking treasure in me heart, not in fountains of youth. A ship full of love with compassion as me map, plundering not gold but the peace that I trap. The seas be wild but I stay me course, with a humble soul, may that be me force. I wear no crown, just a battered hat, but the spirit's rich, radiant, that's where it's at. On this righteous voyage where true souls be found, with love in me chest and me boots on the ground, content with the waves, I need not more. Found me peace in the journey and that be me score. The world's chasing jewels but I'm searching for more. I seek the light in the depths where truth hits the shore. Ain't no treasure like compassion, it be rarest of gems, and a humble heart be worth more than crowns or hems. I'll raise me flat with no pride to boast, for a true pirate soul follow spirits of the coast. With kindness as me blade I cut through the lies, seeking love and light beneath blackened skies. On this righteous voyage where true souls be found, with love in me chest and me boots on the ground, content with the waves, I need not more. Found me peace in the journey and that be me score. The world be loud filled with sirens' cries, but I wrote a me own tune beneath starlit skies, giving what I can, taking what I need, living by the code of the sailor's creed. So I sail through the night, compass pointing me right, not for fortune or fame, but for inner sight. The tides rise and fall, but I be standing tall, a humble pirate soul, heeding truth's call. I'll sail this path till the waves lay me down, with love as me anchor and truth as me crown. Through storms and calm seas, I'll carry me smile, for a life rich in peace be worth every mile. On this righteous voyage where true souls be found, with love in me chest and me boots on the ground, content with the waves, I need not more. Found me peace in the journey and that be me score. So hoist your sails to the stars above, seeking treasure that's forged in compassion and love, for a pirate whose humble sails free as the sea. On a righteous path, hey, that's the life for me. So hoist your sails to the stars above, seeking treasure that's forged in compassion and love, for a pirate whose humble sails free as the sea. On a righteous path, hey, that's the life for me. The world just sails to the stars above, seeking treasure that's forged in compassion and love, for a pirate whose humble sails free as the sea. On a righteous path, hey, that's the life for me.
Love that song. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. D says 26 Yeah, Isaiah 26:4. Trust ye in the Lord forever, for in the Lord Jehovah is everlasting strength. Yes, God is the main man. God is the main man. He's the one who gives strength. He's the one who is in charge of it all. It's all his plan. It's all his plan. So don't blame me for the drums of war. Don't blame me for the drums of war. Well, it's not the drums of war. It's the drums of life. And yeah, don't blame me. It's all part of God's plan. It's all part of God's plan. D says Luke 21:26. Men's hearts failing. Yeah, men's hearts failing them for fear and looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Don't know what that means. Failing them from fear. Yeah, you shouldn't have fear. Have hope, but also, I've said this before. It's the masculine and the feminine in balance. It's the balance between the masculine and feminine. You know, the masculine is the feminine is the nurturing and the softness. The masculine is the discipline and the harshness. You got to have the balance between the two. You can't be too soft. You can't be too soft, and you can't be too harsh. You got to have the balance of the two. And yeah, I've been a bit too soft recently. Been a bit too soft, sitting in this garden of peace. I let a lot of things slide. Which is good, to be honest, because it's not that serious. But in regards to people learning lessons, I guess, like I said, I leave it up to God to teach people lessons in regards to karma. But I know people are slow to learn. I know I'm slow to learn. It took me ages to learn half my lessons, like, even if I had to repeat them 4 or 5 times. It took me a while to learn the lessons because there was no one there to tell me, hey, this is why you messed up. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell people where they've messed up, in what regard, from my perspective, and where they can go. Well, it's not even my perspective. It's from that perspective of truth. It is a perspective of truth, unfortunately. So, and then how they can avoid that in the future and make good decisions that would avoid repeating these negative steps in life, i.e., I don't know, blaming someone else's channel for your viewers disappearing, you know, blaming the people running around commenting when you've banned them. When you won't be externalizing all the blame, you'll be able to reflect and grow. Reflect and grow, motherfuckers. It's not complicated. It's what I've been saying since day dot. It is complicated. It's not easy to deal with your shit, but you got to start at some point. And you got to start with someone. Start with yourself. You know, you can't change the world, but you can change you. So start with you. All right. Reflect. Self-reflect. I'm gonna leave the stream there. This was actually meant to be a quick one. It was meant to be about me just going with the flow, but ended up getting... Well, I did go with the flow, I guess. I went with the flow straight into the drums. Straight to the drums. And that's where the flow went. But yeah, that's it for tonight, guys. I appreciate you all for being here. Those of you who joined. Lovers, haters, commenters, ninjas, and the others. Hit that like button on the way outside. On the way out, hit the like button, and I will see you when I see you next. I am the dust at the feet of God's servants. Only God is special. I said I am the dust at the feet of God's servants. Only God is special. Peace.
So unbound and fled free, looking for the one soul, longing for me. Broken dreams create new hopes, collecting twigs to build our home. Praying the angels watch over you until the day we become true. Divine union my heart craves, a love that lasts till the end of days. I have found love and it set me free, like this cosmic dance that's walking to eternity. Forever you and me. life can be hard and tough, always know you are enough. Let me be your rock through the storm, the lighthouse calling you home. I will always be there to shine the light on your darkest fear, dispelling shadows that linger on, reminding you that we are one. I have found love and it set me free, like this cosmic dance, let's walk into eternity. Forever you and me. Ooh. Let's play together in this garden of love, diving deeper into souls from above. Two flames from a single wing, dancing together, wild and quick. Bound by a rhythm soft yet free, moving as one in harmony. I have found love and it set me free, like this cosmic dance, let's walk into eternity. Forever you and me. Ooh, ooh. I have found love and it set me free, like this cosmic dance, let's walk into eternity. Forever you and